Hunger steals voices before it takes lives. This is Diane, too weak to cry. After days in Kunar's hospital, he is stronger, but millions still suffer. Afghanistan's children face some of the world's worst malnutrition rates. Even before the Taliban takeover, more than 40% were stunted and almost 10% of children suffered from acute malnutrition. Yet aid has vanished, leaving families desperate. Chronic illness here is a death sentence, says Diane's mother, who spoke anonymously.
We cannot afford to go to a private hospital. My husband works on daily wages in Kandahar and Khost. His earnings are spent on medical expenses and household costs. My mother-in-law has tuberculosis as well, and we spent almost everything on her treatment.
After 2 decades of war and 8 programs under a US-led occupation, Afghanistan's children are still starving. 1 million could die without help, and it's getting worse.
Malnutrition in children is caused by insufficient food, chronic infections, and lack of medical care. Financial problems or poverty are the basic causes. We need a multi-sectoral approach so that we can prevent it.
In remote parts like the Feroni village, as many as 26,000 people rely on this basic health unit. Hila's mum says this clinic saved her daughter's life as her husband doesn't have a job.
I brought my daughter here because she's weak. We're here to get her a card which will allow the hospital to provide her with ready-to-use therapeutic foods and medicines so she can gain some weight.
Aid workers are calling the rates of malnutrition unprecedented and alarming. Every aspect of life, droughts, unemployment, the rising cost of living are all contributing to food insecurity. Billions of dollars of Afghan reserves are frozen, and the loss of international aid has added to an economic collapse. For mothers and girls, it's even worse. No school, no doctors, no way to fight malnutrition.
The recent global funding cuts means that lives are at risk. The hundreds and thousands of children who need therapeutic feeding are not just numbers, they are lives. They are real lives that will be lost if we do not act now. Among these, 1.5 million children are projected to suffer from the most life-threatening forms of acute malnutrition. We also have 1.2 million pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers who are also likely to experience acute malnutrition.
The UN's Children Agency says Afghan children can't wait and they need immediate humanitarian aid. But frozen funds and broken supply chains block real help. And aid groups say if the world fails to act, malnutrition will cripple a generation and with it, an entire nation's future. This isn't just hunger, it's a silent emergency. Osama Javaid, Jazeera, Kunar, Eastern Afghanistan.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.